My awesome YouTube family, what's up everybody? Jade here. I just got back from my favorite pawn shop, K&H Coin, up in Vineland. I always promote that spot because let me tell you, they really work with you on prices with things. That's how I flip items the way I do. I'm working on a little project right now because he got a whole bunch of wrestling authentic stuff. And for one thing, I have him listing one of them on eBay and it's already doing good. And I got all these other ones that I'm selling, or some of them I'm keeping and holding on to for a few years. I even got one that's certified of Stone Cold from back in 2003. I just got Brie Bella today. The Divas always are worth quite a bit. I'm selling that AJ Lee card on eBay right now, so you might want to check it out. 2014 authentic autograph by AJ Lee. It normally goes for hundreds of dollars. Right now it's only at $61 on the bid, and he's only got a few days left. So if you're into wrestling, and if you know anything about me, I've been a wrestling fanatic my entire life, so that's why I'm helping the owner. Like, we're basically going halves on whatever the profit is, even though it's my item and everything. He's doing all the work, so we're just going partners on it because I've been going there since my teenage years, so that's like 20 years I've been going to this place, and they know me well. And they know I'm not greedy. I know I look a little kind of, I guess, punk rockish today because, like, I don't exactly look that feminine other than my little bit of boobies that you can't really see with the shirt on. But anyway, I love the response from you guys on the last video that I made. It really touched me. I got one comment saying how I restored faith in humanity, and which I honestly feel the same way. I feel like this world is just going down in flames with the way that people think in this day and age, and with the way people get offended over everything in this day and age, and people always are looking for a fight over something in this day and age. Like, we need to unite. We need to let each person live their own life and not judge it. If you don't like that person's lifestyle, just, to each their own. Let them do them and you do you. Not everyone's gonna agree on lifestyles. That's just reality. But there are other ways to handle it, better ways to handle it. Most of us are all adults here. Most of us are parents. And, this is no example to set when you're just going online making like 20 comments about a person you've never met, assuming the most horrible things about them or making a joke of them. What kind of thing is that to teach the younger generation? And it also, like, honestly, as a trans person, I know this may sound weird, but I've said before, I wouldn't wish being trans on my worst enemy. Like, it is not a fad for these younger people to think is cool. It's really not. You should only, pursue that lifestyle if you absolutely cannot stand the body you're in, the role you're playing in life, and that you feel like it might lead to your suicide even if you don't come out and do something about it. That's where I was at when I was about to come out. But it was very touching. I've noticed that I've gained about 9 more subscribers just since that one video that was only a few days ago. So obviously a lot of people caught on to it, and I am thankful for that. I am always thankful for you guys, knowing that there are people out there watching this. They may be in another country or another continent, but if they're getting something out of it and it's a positive message, I feel like my time is well worth that. I may have never met these people before, but they mean every bit as much as I do in this world. Nobody's better than anybody else. I don't care how much money you got, how much fame you got. You ain't no better than me. You ain't no better than a guy that you'll walk across on the street with a sign saying need money for food or something. We all are human beings. We are all God's creatures. We all deserve a chance in life. We all, until we're dead and buried, we all have the opportunity to have redemption for our mistakes. It's not over until it's over, and a lot of people don't realize that, and a lot of people aren't ready to make that step. But I'm glad that people are really hearing the things that I'm saying. That means a lot to me. I can't say enough how much it means to me. It makes me feel so good about myself that I'm reaching out to people and it's actually mattering. Like, the fact, you know what? I restored faith in someone else's humanity. It's more like the other way around. Seeing how much people are catching on to my channel just for me talking, just from me talking in my room, telling my story, feels like I'm the one that's faith in humanity is being restored, because I get a lot of discrimination at least a couple of times a week in one form or another. Sometimes much worse than others. Sometimes aren't a big deal. Depends on the situation. But you know what? I'm gonna be me either way. Sometimes I go to certain places, I tune down my style and look a little more goth like I do today, and you know, or like punk rock, whatever. I like A Nightmare on Elm Street anyway. My favorite slasher of all time. The third and fourth movies were my favorites. Freddy had style. He made it personal. He went up in people's dreams and everything. But anyway, like, you guys have restored my faith in how there is good people in this world, and that I'm not just doing this for nothing. And that's why I'm going to continue to always make videos every chance I get and talk about whatever's on my mind that day, whether it's good, bad, or in between, or just being silly, you know? Some of my videos are very pointless, but sometimes it's just check in and say what's up to everybody, because I know I got people watching. But from now on, I'm going to call you guys my YouTube family, because I really am developing a real family through this channel, and I love it. Like, 'cause I don't have people to go to where I'm from. My mom, she just sleeps all the time or works all the time. I can never talk to her. She accepts me in general, but I can never talk to her about serious topics. Most of my friends and my family are dead or just moved away and lost touch. I don't have many people to go to. That's why I can also understand that there are a lot of our people in that situation, and it's not easy to find, you know, like $100 an hour to pay some therapist, because trust me, I've looked, and at least in New Jersey, there are not any real therapists anywhere in the proximity of me that I know of that will be covered under my state insurance, which totally sucks, because I need an LGBTQ affirming therapist to further my transition. Also, like, you need 2 letters from a therapist, doctor, or both, and I've got one of 2 ready to do it. The doctor provides me my hormones and my testosterone blockers, but I just need to find an LGBT therapist that I can afford to go to, because I just, like I said, I don't have much, and it sucks because I don't have much opportunity. The little bit of money I do get, it goes into investments, it goes into my kids, and it's just, then I'm left with nothing but a little bit of food money and things like that. I can never, like, do things to further making myself feel better about myself. I want to look in the mirror and see a beautiful woman one day. I mean, I know I'm already on my way there. You look at old videos from me from like a year ago, I looked like a different person altogether. I know I'm on my way there, but I feel like I could be doing better. I try my best. I really do. But yeah, so this is my latest little thing. I got like Brie Bella, authentic piece of attire. I got me John Cena, authentic piece of attire. Seth Rollins, piece of ring mat from WrestleMania 31, Big Show piece of attire. Roman Reigns, the current champion, piece of attire from 2013, which I'm pretty sure was his rookie year. Goldust, piece of attire. Jimmy Uso, ring mat. Jey Uso, piece of attire. And Stone Cold 2003, certified ring mat. It's 7 out of 10 because there's a little bend on the corner, but that's why I have it for only 25 even though it's certified. I always make my prices very fair because I'm not greedy. I just, as long as I get something out of it, the way I see it, like as long as it's good for me and for the other person, that's all that matters. As long as it's a successful transaction. So these are what I've gotten lately. And once he sells that AJ Lee card that I have selling and it's already at 61, that means I'm already guaranteed 30 or so. And I only paid $5 a card here. So that's a pretty good profit margin. I'm probably going to invest into a lot more because several months back when I was in North Jersey, the person I went up there to see had robbed me for like 3 entire books of coins. Fortunately, most of the coins were cheap. And some autographs from wrestlers like Shawn Michaels and everything. And I also have a Shawn Michaels piece of attire, but that's not for sale because he's my favorite of all time. I've had that for years. And yeah, I mean, I have a lot to come back from with that. And that happened back in like, I think June, July, something like that. And I'm still recovering from that really heavy loss. But those kind of things happen in life, especially when you're just trying to do everything for yourself. And I mean, when I lost everything, I had nothing but my intelligence to help me get back on my feet and my knowledge of certain things. So I've been working with that and slowly building back up, and hopefully I'll get to where I need to go. I mean, I just keep praying for a miracle. Like, you guys have no idea. I keep praying for a miracle that something will happen that'll get me back on my feet, get me even a cheap car so that I can get around more and have more opportunities. Because I can't just keep living off of borrowing cars whenever they're around, which isn't often. But, I mean, only time will tell. It seems like the best people in this world always tend to finish last, but I'm still looking for the good in the world, no matter what happens to me. And that's how you should be too. No matter what happens to you in life, realize there is good in the world. You just have to seek it out. Seek them people out. Seek them things out. It may be dark. It may seem very dark. But there's always a chance at redemption. There's always a chance. You never know. Miracles happen. And it's not over until it's over. Always remind yourself that. And don't be the one to make it be over. Don't ever quit. Because there's so much more to life. I mean, I've had some really dark days where I wanted to quit. Where I tried to quit. And I forever will never be able to feel the same nerve feelings in this area of my arm because the 8 stitches I need from cutting myself deep a couple years back and being found in a pool of blood. I mean, I feel stupid for impulsively doing that now, but in that time I was very, very in a dark place, and I just try to talk to people who might even be considering that, not to send them to some psych ward, because all they do is put you alone in a room, shoot you up with something like Halidol or something like that, or give you some benzos to calm your ass down, and then they just there's no real rehabilitation. There's no real therapy to that. That's basically, they just hold you there for a few days to make sure that things aren't going to get too bad. And then you could do some all over again a few days later. And it's just not right in my beliefs. At least that's how they work around where I'm from. And there needs to be a better system than that. Because people need time. They need people to talk to. And that's why I always offer my time of day. Keep in mind, any time that you need to talk about something, I am always being able to be reached somehow. Say, hey, we need to talk about some things I've been going through. Even if you don't want everyone else to see it, I'll give you some information that you can contact me in private, and I'll do my best to help you out with your situation or give you ideas, because no one should suffer if they don't have to. But thank you once again for everybody, the attention you paid to that last video. That meant a lot. Made me feel great about myself. The fact that I got that subscriber boost, got quite a few views, and they were all positive feedback. I freaking love you guys. I really, truly do. And that's why I do these videos. Not for any of the jokes and the, even though, like, I was cracking on the bigots last time because I had to give them their moment. They worked so hard for it, Had to at least give them that much while they could still have it. But in all seriousness, this is why I do these videos. To help people understand the culture better and to help people who can relate get through them dark times. And realize that you can come back from it. No matter how bad it seems, you can always come back from it. Because I came back from some really dark days that I can't even explain. I thought I'd never walk again after my car accident in 2017 when I snapped my pelvic bone in two. And my legs were my strongest point. I mean, I did Muay Thai kickboxing for years. But, I mean, I came back from it as much as someone can. I could still throw a kick and a half. So, I mean, a miracle happened there for me. They said they'd put me in the 1% for how well I came back from that. So, you never know. Don't ever give up even if things seem dark. Because it's definitely not worth it. And you're worth a lot more than that. You're worth more than you'll ever give yourself credit for. Because, like, me, I don't consider myself worth anything special. But when I see the effects that some of my talks have with people, that makes me feel like I'm something special. Like I must be doing something right. And I can relate on such a personal level probably better than a therapist can. Because I may be a little unconventional in my ways of dealing with things because I'm not professionally trained, but I might as well be. And then I'm always wearing my little good luck charm, my little Italian pepper here. It's sterling silver. I'm always clutching that, hoping that works. But yeah, I just wanted to check in with everyone before this video gets too long. Say how much I got mad love for all y'all. And I'll be making a video next chance I get, and hopefully things will keep going in a positive direction. A few days left for my auction. Can't wait to see if I get a lot more than this half of the $61 it's at right now. I guess time will tell. I have another listing that I haven't put up today too for this 1 out of 500 limited edition Bobby Lashley Ruthless Aggression figure. He goes for like $500 online, and he's starting a bidding out at $20. So if you're a wrestling fan, check it out. It's all on eBay. So for now, guys, the usual. Be safe and peace out. I'll talk to y'all soon.